Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Donna. Today we are making up some Buttermilk Pecan Pralines, and here's what you'll be needing. Okay, I got my sugar in my pot. This is simple. We're all looking for some candies to make. Christmas time is coming. Y'all ready? So I'm going to add my dark Caro syrup here. And this is easy. Get it all out of your bowl, whatever you have it in. And those who are not familiar with Caro syrup, which is a corn syrup, let me get this in here for you so you can see it. That's what I'm using. I'm going to get some buttermilk in there. Or actually, it's 1 cup of milk and 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Because a lot of people don't just have buttermilk. But if you got some vinegar and some milk on hand, normally most of us do, you can do it yourself. And just a little pinch of salt. There's my baking soda. And my butter. Now we're going to bring this up to heat here. And we're going to keep stirring this until everything is dissolved here. All that sugar is dissolved. Keep moving it around. And that's where we're at right now. And these pralines are so delicious, guys. And they make wonderful Christmas gifts. I normally just put them in a lot of us have those candy tins. I know I save mine. Even the little Danish cookies you can get in the stores, those little pretty tins, they make such wonderful gifts. But we're going to keep stirring until this dissolves. Okay, this is dissolved. Get all those corners. When you hear that sugar no longer, you can hear that sugar on the bottom. When you know it's all dissolved, go ahead and get your candy thermometer in there. And we're going to wait till this comes up to soft ball stage. You want to bring this up to about maybe 234 to 235. Because it's going to carry over cook, so we're just going to leave that. It's going to start to come to a light boil. As you can see there in the middle, it's starting. You can go around the edges here and there, but we're not going to mess with it a whole lot. Just to make sure it's not burning, you can stir it here and there slowly. Just a couple of minutes while it's cooking, you know, you can stir. But that baking soda is making it foam up there. But it's going to be delicious, guys. But if you don't have a candy thermometer, and I highly suggest, if you're not a candy, if you don't make a lot of candies and you're not quite sure, you could drop it into the cold water and it'll make a little soft ball. And it shouldn't flatten when you roll it, just slightly. But a lot of people just can't quite get it. So that's why I highly suggest invest in one of these candy thermometers, because it will tell you where your softball stage is at. That way you don't over or undercook it. So we're going to hit for 235 to 234, 235. And we'll be back. Now I did mean to mention, y'all make sure you use yourself a tall, heavy pot. Because as you can see, this is foaming up and rising quite a bit. So do make sure you have a tall pot. Okay, guys, this is done. Mine reached 234, 235. You don't want it going any higher because it's going to keep cooking. As you can see, it's still boiling. I have it on my countertop. Okay, so now, And do use a wooden spoon. Don't use a metal spoon. You don't want to scrape your pan, and a metal spoon, anything like that, can cause crystallization. So do not use a metal spoon. Wooden spoon. I'm going to go ahead and add my pecans in now. Now you can go with whole pecans, chopped pecans, pecan pieces. That's totally up to you. However you like them. And I did lightly toast mine. You don't have to, but I toast mine. And my cast iron took maybe 2 to 3 minutes, just until you start smelling those oils from that pecan. Don't burn them, but it does really make a difference with the flavor. And there goes my vanilla. And I'm just going to stir this in. I tell you what, when we make these, they do not last at all. They are delicious. So I'm just going to get that all worked in there, that vanilla and those pecans, and we're just going to let this set here on the counter maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And there goes my dog. So that's where we're at. Okay, this has been setting maybe 7 to 8 minutes. Now, get ready for a workout, because this is where you have to keep stirring. You're just going to keep stirring this. Now, you have to stir this and get it. It's hard for some that's not used to making candy, but you have to keep stirring it. Now, see how glossy that is? That's going to start losing its gloss, and it's going to start getting really thick. Now, if you do this too quick and you think, oh, it's getting thick, it's ready, and it's not quite thick enough, it won't set up right. Your pecans and your syrup is going to run everywhere. So you want it to get really thick, and it'll start looking creamy, and then immediately we'll start scooping them out on, you can make these big as you want. I usually do big sized tablespoons and just drop them, but we'll do that once we're almost there. But we're going to keep stirring this. Okay, you can see how thick this is getting, y'all. We're almost there. I've been beating this now for 7 minutes. Yours could take longer, though. We're almost there. Okay, guys, see there? Look at there. It's getting really thick, and see there how it's not as glossy? It's a workout. You got an adult to help you switch arms. But it's worth it. See there? Just when it gets real thick like that, like a big old glob. That is ready. Now, like I said, you can make these as big as you want. I'm going to get my tablespoon here. And just put those right on your parchment. See there how they're not running so much? Because it's nice and thick. You can make little tiny ones, but the tinier you make them, the longer this is going to take. And we don't want this setting up in our pan. So I just do big tablespoon sizes. Just kind of spread them out a little bit. And I'll just keep going. Okay, my friends, there they are. They are all done. They are all set up. They took like maybe 15 minutes to set up. Now, as I was saying, the Christmas tins like these here, I like to put these in and individually wrap these up with some saran wrap and put them in these little tins as gifts. Make wonderful gifts. But there they are, guys. I hope you enjoy them. To all the new subscribers, once again, thank you so much for dropping in and subscribing. You're truly appreciated. I hope you guys, well, Curtis, I know you're waiting. Are you going to taste the candy with them?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's creamy.
Show them your little bite there you took. Let them see it.
These ain't gonna last too long.
They are so good. I'll break one here for y'all. See there? They are so creamy, and I'm going to have a bite with them too. Oh gosh. Mm-hmm. But there they are, guys. And if you're not subscribed, please do so. It helps my channel. Go check out my merch. Got some nice stuff, good Christmas gifts. And until next week, we will see you guys later. Make you up some pralines. You'll be glad you did. Bye-bye.